The fall of Disney continues to happen. Disney whistleblower told SEC the company inflated its revenue for years. Oh, Disney's in trouble. Disney's in big trouble now. The whistleblower was fired as a Walt Disney co-accountant in 2017. A former Walt Disney Company accountant says that he filed a series of whistleblower tips with the Securities and Exchange Commission alleging the company materially overstayed revenues for years. Sandra Cooper, the former senior analysis analyst at Disney Plus 0.16% revenue operations department, who worked for the company for 18 years, alleges employees in the parks and resorts business segment systematically overstayed revenue by billions of dollars by exploiting weaknesses in the company's accounting software. Well, you know something? When Disney's movie revenue was down, like especially when the movie's like flopping or something, like when the BFZ came out and stuff, Disney did overinflate that, said, "Oh, more people going to our parks because we must make sure we have good image." Well, Cooper says he has met with most officials on the SEC on occasions to discuss the allegation. A spokesperson for the SEC declined to comment. Disney is in trouble here, basically. Where outlined that employees allegedly boosted revenue, including fictitious revenue from complimentary golf rounds for free guest promotions. Another alleged Cooper described SCE filing involved with a recurring revenue for $500 gift cards at the face value when guests were paid for a discounted rate of $345. Okay, so Cooper also has the employees without recorded revenue twice for the gift cards, both when guests bought the gift card and when used for a resort. Sometimes revenue was recorded for a gift card was given to a guest for free following a customer complaint, for instance, according to the whistleblower's allegations. Cooper's filing alleges that the consequences will be significant, and thus 1 year Disney's annual revenue has been overstated as much as $6 billion. And that's in 2019 alone. Parks and Resorts business segment, total revenue of $10 billion. This is insane that Disney will get away with everything. Disney has now become one of the most soulless companies on the face of the earth. Google told MarketWatch that the board supported as its revenue recognition issues in 2014, and more senior executive in 2016 that Disney's corporate audit group contracted her, and of course she was fired because Disney doesn't want people to wear out the truth. They don't want to know the truth that Disney actually just lies to people about the success. Like, look at this. Disney has $5 billion movies. How many of those were actually Disney probably buying tickets for the movies? I don't think the Aladdin remake was that successful. Okay, I don't think some of these movies were that successful. Okay, some of these movies, okay, especially Captain Marvel, they definitely inflated the numbers of Captain Marvel and Black Panther. Those movies are not even that great, and I don't think 70 million people went to go out and see Black Panther because a ticket is one person. Okay, let's just look at the estimated tickets. I think these sales and because especially Toy Story 4. I bet Disney probably saw Toy Story 4 underperforming, so Disney started probably buying tickets for Toy Story 4, bumping up the sales up once they realized that Toy Story 4 was making less money than Toy Story 3. Once the movie started to go down, Disney made sure the movie didn't fail. That's how Toy Story 4 grossed $1 billion. Once Disney found out the movie was underperforming, Disney made sure the revenue was boosted. I won't be surprised if same thing happened to Captain Marvel. And Dumbo, when Dumbo was failing too, Disney decided at least make sure it gross $100 million because you can see where its weekly gross for Dumbo. You see this natural decline. But then all of a sudden, the movie went up to $1 million, despite the movie losing theaters that day. Okay, but that's the day Aladdin came out. Ooh, Aladdin came out that day. I still do not think Dumbo went up in that money. Obviously, Disney had to do something about that. What was behind this? I don't think for a minute Dumbo's gross went up 250% on that day, when Dumbo continued dropping day by day by day. Okay. And Health Administration Disney's response to the department's whistleblower's office. Cooper's appointment was terminated because, oh no, he was saying the truth about a company that lies to its customers. Cooper has made 2 visits to note that some of Disney employees have been reclassified guest revenue of tax sale items and low tax sale beverages and liabilities in Florida, California, and Hawaii. And this is going to paint a bad picture on Disney. Disney has been faking. If this is true, Disney is faking the gross. Let's look at Dumbo's gross. Out of nowhere, Dumbo's gross went up by 250% when Aladdin came out. Okay, 250%. 250%. And the movie lost theaters, too. The movie lost theaters, and it went up 250% in theaters. Okay. Another trick Disney likes to do is put the movie in the most amount of theaters as possible, so they can make sure you see the movies. Let's look at how many theaters they put Lion King, Toy Story, and Endgame into. Endgame, that's understandable, but Toy Story, and Lion King remake, Disney made sure those gross $1 billion. Okay, this is just fishy here. Endgame is not, but let's look at the highest grossing movies of the year. Not all time, the year. Okay, or you can just look back at 2018. What Breaks the Internet was struggling. I wouldn't be surprised if Disney was involved in making the movie not flop as well, because this movie was struggling in the box office. This movie was struggling. Same thing with Mary Poppins Returns. Okay, same thing with this movie. These two movies were almost like flopping at the box office, and Disney probably made sure the movies didn't flop at the box office. The Nutcracker, that was kind of a throwaway film. Disney probably knew that What Breaks the Internet was going to make more money than the Nutcracker, and Mary Poppins and What Breaks the Internet were going to make way more money than both of those movies. Or just look at Black Panther. Did really more people go see Black Panther than Infinity War? I think Disney was more likely just paying the same people to go see Black Panther again and again. We don't know who, but we all know Disney was probably doing it. Then let's go to next year, 2019. The highest grossing movies of the year are all Disney movies. Okay. I don't know. It's just, especially at Captain Marvel for sure. I don't think 40 million people went to go see Captain Marvel. People were saying that there were empty seats that were already bought in Captain Marvel. Okay. Empty seats in Captain Marvel. And they were bought. So Disney is in big trouble here. Big trouble. And got the comments here. 200,000 employees and she was the only one that knew this. Well, we all know what Disney does. They make sure they silence their employees. Well, I was saying on billions of casts. Let's look at this. Disney has $5 billion movies, and they're trying to push any of the competition out of the box office. Okay, I won't be surprised that the reason why Secret Life of Pets 2 flopped was because of Disney. Because Disney doesn't want anybody else to be higher than them. Because Pets 2 didn't do too well because Disney basically has a monopoly over the box office. Okay, that's the reason why Pikachu didn't do as well as expected. Now, back to Pikachu actually did way better than exactly how Warner Bros. Or Godzilla, for example. Or the new Fast and the Furious. I know I hate Fast and the Furious, but I won't be surprised that this movie is underperforming because of because people rather go see the same movie they saw 20 years ago and live action. It's a sickening. Okay, let's look at the 6 high. And the only movies that are really competing with them are Chinese movies. Movies that don't even come out in America and only do well in China. Or they do actually come out in America, but they don't come out in a wide release in like 4,000 theaters like Disney does. So there is obviously something going fishy. And the only movie that didn't do too well was Dumbo. And Disney still tried to make sure the movie didn't flop. Disney probably did everything in their power to make sure Dumbo didn't flop. I won't be surprised if they did. But you see, all the other companies had grosses that probably reflected the actual audiences. Scary times are coming. Scary times are coming.